Hey everybody, it's Mystiz Falls, and today I got you the second spooky scary story videos. If you like poetry, music, tips on life and things and scary stories, I'm the woman that you need to watch. But anyways, let's get into it because I don't like wasting time. Okay. The first story is called The Statue. A few years ago, a mother and father decided they needed a break, so they wanted to head out for a night on the town. They called their most trusted babysitter. When the babysitter arrived and the two children were already fast asleep in bed. So, the babysitter just got to sit around and make sure everything was okay with the children. Later that night, the babysitter got bored and went to watch TV. But she couldn't watch it downstairs because they did not have cable downstairs. So, she called them and asked them if she could watch cable in their parents' room. The parents said it was okay, but the babysitter had one final request. She asked if she could cover up the statue outside the bedroom window with a blanket or cloth because it made her nervous. The phone line went silent for a moment, and the father who was talking to the babysitter at the time said, "Take the children and get out of the house. We don't own a statue." The police found both the children and the babysitter slumped in pools of their own blood within 3 minutes of the call. No statue was found. Next one is called, I don't know why I moved on so like that. Okay, the next one is called Medicine. I don't remember exactly when the hallucinations began, but I do remember the first time I was in a ball on the floor crying my eyes out because of all the flames and screams, which apparently only I could see. My dad found me. I don't know how I would have pulled through if he hadn't been there telling me it would be all okay. That I was going to be fine, that everything would be fine. Afterwards, he kept bugging me about seeing a doctor or a psychiatrist or a priest or anyone who could help me with the horrible images in my mind. At first, I wasn't very keen on the idea. I didn't like the hallucinations, but I didn't like being told I was sick either. I didn't feel sick at all. But as the hallucinations got increasingly worse and my dad kept reassuring me I was just reliving some childhood trauma and any person with PhD would be able to fix me right up, I finally went and I had to talk with my doctor. He told me it was post-traumatic stress syndrome that I was experiencing due to the horrible crash my parents died in when I was a kid. He gave me some medicine and the hallucinations went away, and so did my dad. Oh my gosh. So these are a little bit like 2 sentences, stories that I guess makes you think. So let's get it. Number 1. I woke up to hear knocking on glass. At first I thought it was a window until I heard it come from the mirror again. 2. The last thing I saw was my alarm clock flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long, rotting nails through my chest, her other hand muffling my screams. I sat bolt upright, relieved it was only a dream, but as I saw my alarm clock read 12:06, I heard my closet door creaked open. Number 3. Growing up with cats and dogs, I got used to the sounds of scratching at my door while I slept. Now that I live alone, it's much more unsettling. 4. In all the time that I lived alone in this house, I swear to God, I've closed more doors than I've opened. 5. A girl heard her mom yell her name from downstairs, so she got up and started to head down. As she got to the stairs, her mom pulled her into a room and said, "I heard that too." 6. She asked why I was breathing so heavily. I wasn't. 7. My wife woke me up last night to tell me that there was an intruder in our house. She was murdered by an intruder 2 years ago. 8. I woke up to the sound of the baby monitor crackling with a voice comforting my firstborn child. As I adjusted to a new position, my arm brushed against my wife sleeping next to me. 9. I always thought my cat had a staring problem. She was always fixated on my face, until one day, when I realized that she was always looking just behind me. Excuse me. 10. There's nothing like the laughter of a baby, unless it's 1 a.m. and you're home alone. 11. I was having a pleasant dream when what sounded like hammering woke me. After that, I could barely hear the muffled sound of dirt covering the coffin over my own screams. 12. I can't sleep, she whispered, crawling into bed with me. I woke up cold, clutching the dress she was burying in. 13. I begin tucking him into bed and he tells me, Daddy, check for the monsters under my bed. I look underneath for his amusement and see him. Another him under the bed, staring back at me, quivering and whispering, Daddy, there's somebody on my bed. 14. You get home, tired after a long day's work and ready for a relaxing night alone. You reach for the light switch, but another hand is already there. 15. I can't move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would be this lonely, I would have been cremated instead. 16. She went upstairs to check on her sleeping toddler. The window was open and the bed was empty. 17. I never got to sleep, but I keep waking up. 18. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help. 19. After working a hard day, I came home to see my girlfriend creating our child. I didn't know which was more frightening, seeing my dead girlfriend and stillborn child, or knowing that someone broke into my apartment to place them there. 20. There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess this was nice, and I hope you guys please can subscribe, comment, push notification button below, and like for more content, and please share my channel with everybody. I will have more scary story videos coming next week. Thank you so much for being here on my journey. I'm Mystiz Falls, and welcome to my journey, y'all. I hope you guys have a nice week. I hope everything goes well. Bye.